Okay, boys and girls, today's lesson is for Wednesday, April 29th. We're going to do lesson 10.3 in our Go Math book, reading bar graphs. This is another fun one. So you can see a graph here titled Type of Sneaker We Are Wearing. Sneaker means tennis shoe. So you can see we have tennis shoes with laces and no laces. So you're going to count each, and then you're going to write a question that you could use on this graph and also put the answer. Make sure your question starts with a capital, ends with a question mark. So for instance, you could write, which sneaker has more votes? Question mark. Or you could write, which sneaker has fewer votes? And also write your answer. Okay, let's go on. When we're reading bar graphs, you notice bar graphs are different than picture graphs. Picture graphs have a picture, but bar graphs have a bar or a line, okay? And in our book, they're colored. They won't always be, but that's how we can see them nice and easy. Okay, so you can see this one's going across. The red bar represents markers, the blue bar represents paintbrushes, and the yellow bar represents crayons. To find out what type, how many for each, you can just go to the end of the bar and follow the line down, and you can see 5. So there are 5 markers. Go to the end of the bar, of the blue bar, for paintbrushes, and you can see there are 6. And all the way to the end of the bar for crayons, and you can see it's 2. Okay, so 2 bars. So a good title for this graph might be tools used to color or draw. You could write that if you'd like. We're going to use this bar to answer the questions. How many children chose paintbrushes? So go and look at the blue bar and write the number. How many children chose crayons? So go look at the yellow bar and write the number. Number 3 says, how many more children chose paintbrushes than color crayons? Remember that we know how many more always means we need to subtract. So we look at paintbrushes and we can see that is 6. So we can write a 6. And crayons is 2. How many more means minus. So you can do 6 minus 2 to get your answer. Or you can look right up here at the graph and you can go, this is to where they're even, and then count how many more it has. So 1, 2, 3, 4. There's your answer. Question 4 says, which art tool did the fewest children choose? Remember, fewer means the least. So you're going to look for the smallest bar and circle your answer. Which art tool did the most children choose? Circle your answer. Look for the longest bar. Okay, on page 427, we're going to use this bar graph to answer the questions of favorite vehicles. You can see this bar graph is going up. So the number of children is over here, titles here, the kind of vehicles are down here. So now we're going to go up in our bar graph. So you're going to answer these questions on your own. How many children chose car? How many children chose dump truck? So go look at those bars, find the number. Number 8 says, how many children in all? We know that in all means we're going to add. So and means add. Let's put your plus sign on there. So car, go and find the number, is 2 votes. Dump truck had 6 votes. So add that together and write your answer. Number 9, how many more children chose trucks than cars? Okay, so we know we're going to subtract here. So you're going to find how many had trucks. That's your blue bar. Minus how many chose cars. That's your yellow bar. The other way you can do it is go and see. This is where they're even, and then count how many more are on there. That'll be your answer. Number 10, which vehicle did the most children choose? Make sure you watch for those vocabulary words, so go look for your longest bar. Number 11, order the vehicles from least to most votes. So smallest amount of votes to the biggest amount of votes. Write 1 for the least votes and 3 for the most votes. So the least votes will be your smallest bar. So that will be car. So least gets number 1. Your most votes would be the dump truck because that's the longest bar, so that would be number 3. So that leaves the trucks to be number 2. Okay, our last graph is how our jackets are fastened. Okay, so fastened means how are they closed. So we have jackets with zippers and jackets with buttons. Number 12. Kim puts on a jacket with buttons. Add her jacket to the graph. Now how many jackets have buttons? So if you need to add it, that means you need to go put it on. So that means you need to put one more for buttons. So now that means there's 3 jackets with buttons. Ed, number 13, adds a row to the graph. So these are rows. A row for zippers, a row for buttons, and Ed's going to add another row to show jackets with snaps. 2 fewer jackets have snaps than have zippers. That means it's going to be a smaller number than zippers by 2. How many jackets have snaps? So if I go to my zippers, and it's going to be 2 fewer, so that's take away. So if I take away 2, that means there would be 1, 2, 3. So the snaps will have 3 jackets with snaps. Number 14, how many more jackets have zippers than buttons? Uh-oh, Miss Incredible fell down. Circle the number in the box. So zippers, so go check your whole zippers, all 5, okay, minus your buttons, okay, that's 2, okay. How many more zippers than buttons? So it would be 1, 2, 3. Circle that. Okay, if you just enjoy these graphs, like they're a lot of fun, you can go on and do your favorite breakfast, what we use in the rain. Those are fun. Okay, in your packet, your math packet, get that out. We're going to do some more bar graphs. Lesson 17, page 265. Now, I kind of shaded mine in by color because they are shaded on your paper, but it's really light, so you have to look at it really carefully. So it might help you if you color it in to show with your pencil or with color crayons if you have it. Okay? Or you can just look at mine. So this is fish in the class aquarium. So there's an aquarium in a classroom and it has all of these fish in it. Okay? So use the bar graph to answer the questions. How many fish are in the aquarium? Okay, so that means in the whole aquarium, you need to count all the goldfish, all the guppy, and all the angelfish together and write that number here. Number 2, how many fish in the aquarium are angelfish? So go look at your graph, follow it to the number. How many fewer fish are guppy than goldfish? So find your number of guppies, write it here, minus your number of goldfish. Write it there. Or you can do it this way. This is another easier way. So here's where they match. So 1, 2. Okay. Are most of the fish goldfish or angelfish? So are there more goldfish or angelfish? So you're going to write that fish name down here. So if you don't know how to spell it, you look up here. Okay, on the back of this page on 266, again we have a new bar graph, our favorite vegetables. I shaded it in so you could see it a little bit better. So use this bar graph to answer the questions of carrots, potatoes, and corn for favorite vegetables. Number 5, how many children chose potatoes? Use your graph, write the answer. How many children chose carrots? Write your answer. Which vegetable did most children choose? So which one got the most votes? Circle the vegetable. Which vegetables were chosen the same number of times? So which one has equal? Equal is the same. So we can see in our graph, these 2 are equal. So those are the 2 you're going to circle. Circle both of them. Number 9. Brad and Glenn both like corn the best. If the boys add this to the graph, how many children will have chosen corn? So Brad gets a vote and Glenn's gonna vote, and they're both gonna vote for corn. So that means we're gonna add 2 more, here and here, okay? So now our graph's gonna be taller. Now, so how many children will have chosen corn now? So now you're gonna choose all of them, the corn. Okay, have a great day.